Now, I don't know if the whole point was to, keep up a united front and, oh, we on the same team. And I don't know what it was, but Don Juan, you going to sit here and let him talk to her? Couldn't be me. Couldn't have been me. I would have fucked Philip up and Don Juan.
Shots fired. Let's talk about it.
Listen what I said. Don't make me have to beg. Make sure that I am fed. You know this shit is the best. He's telling all his friends that I am a super freak. Bitch, I'm classy outside, but I hoe up in them sheets. He ain't never in his life met a woman like me. Better know it damn right, cause her name is She, nigga.
I have been trying to review Kandi and the Gang since episode 1. I've been watching since episode 1. Hell, I've been watching since Porsha and the Gang, okay? I just didn't get around to it, okay? Too many other things going on personally, okay? But we're here now. So, I'm gonna just give y'all my thoughts from episode 1 until now. And just to start this off, being that there was a lot of controversy, a lot of people talking about Porsha's show versus Kandi's show, and this, that, and the third, let me make something clear for y'all bald-headed bitches out there. Kandi's show, it's not a spinoff of Real Housewives of Atlanta. This show is a standalone show. Kandi and the Gang is a standalone show that's meant to be like the black version of Vanderpump Rules, right? Whereas Porsha's show was a spinoff of Real Housewives of Atlanta. That is only going to get 1 season because it's not an actual show. This is an actual show that's going to have multiple seasons. Mark my motherfucking words, okay? And then another thing is who people was trying to shade Kandi for the low ratings. Bitch, the only reason why Porsha got high ratings on her show, if that, because ratings did definitely decline on her show as well.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, but the reason why she got the ratings that she did was because, for one, she had RHOA, Real Housewives of Atlanta, okay, as a title leading into her show. And then two, we watched everything between her, Fallon, Jaden, and fucking whatever the fucking rich African name is, the scamming African. We watched shit play out in the fucking blogs for 6 months leading up into the fucking show. Okay, and then in the show, it showed Porsha, that's what the fuck we gonna call her. It showed Porsha, okay, fighting her goddamn family. So that, like, there's multiple things that play into why Porsha had better ratings than Kandi's show. But mark my words, this is a show that's gonna be around. This is a very entertaining show. And actually, I'm a little bit more entertained with this than the last few seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Let's talk about it.
And it ain't cause Zini is going and it missed me with all that, okay? But to this motherfucking show, let me go ahead and give y'all a rundown of my thoughts to everybody. I will never like Philip. Philip is a motherfucking asshole, and we're going to drag him every chance that we get. Shaundrika, I like her, and I feel like she's under challenged, okay? I feel like Shaundrika very much gives me, I could be doing more, but I don't want to do more because I want the money, but I don't want the workload, right? Melvin.
That's a black king right now.
Is my husband. That's my motherfucking husband. Okay, so we're just going to address Melvin as my husband. Brandon needs to go. Like Brian, okay? First episode, I wasn't sure I was going to like Brian. Or second episode, whenever he fucking came out, I wasn't sure I was going to like him, but I love Brian. Torrent, I like Torrent. Old ladies, only one I like is Aunt Nora. Todd, I can give a damn. Dominique, okay. Let's get into the goddamn show. Okay, so the show starts off with Philip and Torrent. Philip and Torrent, they was arguing back and forth, going at it, and mind you, listen, I will keep it a buck. When Torrent came in and Philip was sitting there, Torrent was a little sarcastic now. He was a little sarcastic. But, Philip, it's your job to introduce yourself. If you are higher up, bitch, you introduce yourself to people. Let me tell y'all what Philip's fucking problem is. Because y'all bitches that only think in black and white and can't see in the middle or can't see color or, like, y'all dumb bitches. Y'all dumb bitches. I'm speaking to y'all. Because people will argue back and forth all day about Philip, but then people be like, oh, no, Philip adds structure, and Philip da-da-da-da-da, and da-da-da-da-da. There's a way to do it. I can't stand a remedial thinking ass bitch that feels like everything only has to be black and white, and this, that, and the third. No, there's ways of going about it. Sometimes it's not what you say. Sometimes it's about how you say it, or how you come across, right?
You are absolutely right.
And so with Philip, yes, you need structure. Yes, you need somebody that's very Capricornian. And that's all cute as shit, but there also needs to be a bit of warmth to you. And Philip is not approachable. Philip is not somebody that you want to go up and hug. Philip is not somebody that you want to go up and talk to. And if you're a fucking manager and you're scaring people off with your fucking face because you never fucking smile, and people feel like they have to feel under attack when speaking to you, or they have to feel like they're at risk of getting fired or getting in trouble when speaking to you, you're not a good fucking boss. You're not creating a good fucking work environment. So all of y'all dumbass remedial bitches, it's like, oh no, keep Philip because he brings structure. Bitch, this is not the fucking military. You want structure, then take your ass down into the fucking Navy and sign up. This is a goddamn restaurant, a family restaurant at that. What the fuck is a family fun? Okay, because this family ain't having no fun as long as Philip is there. Y'all heard what the fuck Aunt Bertha said. Okay, which we gonna get on Aunt Bertha's ass. I'm sorry, Candy. You probably ain't gonna call me to join in. You know, when you start making your rounds doing the lives on everybody YouTube, you probably ain't gonna call me because the things that I got to say about your family.
Please, Candy. Girl. Candy girl.
Girl.
I'm sorry, Candy. We'll meet another time. But yes, Philip and Torin, they arguing back and forth, and Philip actually has the audacity to say out his mouth. Let me get back to my work because this is actually more entertaining than you.
We're not playing this game at this table.
Philip, who the fuck are you talking to? See, that right there would have got your ass slapped. Because who the fuck are you talking to? Who the fuck are you talking to? And see, that's the real reason that Philip was mad, because he had met his match. Torin was not about to back down. Because see, here's the thing. Philip thought that Torin was beneath him, right? Philip, let me break it down for y'all. Philip is one of those gay kids that has gotten bullied, okay, that never felt like his voice was heard, that never felt like he was seen or able to be him and this, that, and the third. And so now that he got a little bit of power, he wants everybody to feel beneath him so that they feel like how he felt as a fucking kid. It's given unhealed trauma.
Deal with your trauma.
Baby, listen, psychic, therapist, light worker, all that, whatever you want to fucking call her. TheAlanaSouls.com. Go book you a fucking reading, bitch, okay? But I'm a fucking spiritual light worker, healer, therapist, all of that, right? Psychic, all of that. Astrologist, all that, okay? So I know the signs when I fucking see it. And Philip is clearly somebody who has unhealed motherfucking trauma. And so he's using his power. We see this shit every fucking day with people in power. Hell, y'all see this shit happen with fucking cops, okay? Cops, they abuse their fucking power, and that's what the fuck Philip is. So all of y'all that are just like, oh, well, they're providing structure. Bitch, you sound as goddamn dumb as the motherfuckers out there that are looking at the white cops that's killing black folks as, well, they're providing structures and y'all are animals in a jungle. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Yup.
Shut up. There's a way to go about doing it, and you have to know your people. You have to know who you're dealing with, right? Like, as a manager, and I can speak about that because, listen, as many jobs as I've worked.
Let's talk about it.
As many jobs as I've worked. And I've also been a manager. I've also been a supervisor for a short period of time, but I've also been a manager. I've also been a supervisor. Like, I know how this shit works. And listen, baby, I have Capricorn first house, Saturn first house. Okay, Capricorn rising. I'm a natural born leader. Ain't nobody more than a leader than I am, okay? I'm leading out my pores right now, okay? I know how this shit goes. I know how this shit works. Okay? Philip is supposed to be more warm, more nurturing, more of a, like, because here's the thing. There's no I in team. And they say that for a reason. There's no I in team. Because it's not just about Philip or what the fuck Philip wants. It's about a community, okay? And it feeling like a community, especially in a place that's supposed to be fun, friendly, uplifting, that's supposed to be happy, go lucky, like, Philip, get out of here with that bullshit, okay? Like I said, he has unhealed trauma that he needs to fucking deal with, and he's talking to Torin because he felt like Torin was beneath him, but Torin is actually in a separate department than, like, so I was here for Torin gathering Philip's ass, okay? And Philip got so goddamn mad. Let me tell y'all, Candy went to go talk to Torin. Philip went to go talk to, who did he go talk to? He went to go talk to Don Juan, okay? Philip is walking past Candy, gives a dry ass hey, to which Candy is like, what's going on? Y'all know how Candy be. Okay, and Torin is like, if he continues to act like that, then I'm going to react. And I said, I know that's right, Torin.
I know that's right.
You better react every goddamn single time. Okay, every time he open up his mouth, you better let him know, baby, I am not the 1, the 2, the 3, or the 4 on the floor, okay? Let him know every goddamn time. Philip is saying to Candy and Don Juan, right? Because at some point they all sit down. Philip is like, oh, he's acting like we need him. Since when did this become a we thing? We? Like, we speaking French now? We. How are you just now coming into this shit and you thinking you can hire and fire? Like, I don't, and granted, that's what a general manager does. But see, now here's where Candy's part in all of this plays in, right? Because you have Candy and Todd that's overseeing everything. Then you have Don Juan. Then you have an intern manager. Then you have, what you call him? Philip, okay? And then you have Brandon. It's a lot fucking going on. And granted, a general manager does have certain duties, but Philip just ain't that girl. Philip just ain't that girl. He's just not that girl, and I couldn't. I didn't like the way that he was coming at Candy. I didn't like the way he was coming at Don Juan. Like, let go of Philip, okay? So we get to Patrick and Torrin, okay? Patrick has this picture of a cheetah hanging up in his fucking arm room, which he's referring to as a cheetah. I'm like, boy, if you don't get out of here with this corny ass storyline, okay? But at least it's a fucking picture of a cheetah. I was like, her, okay? Patrick is very childish. He's a bit slow, okay? I feel like the wheel doesn't go all the way around. But he says that he wants a sex closet. And I'm like, baby, you coming to the wrong person. Why would you go to Torrin? Go to Candy. All that bedroom Candy got. And she can't let you borrow some of that shit. She bringing sex dungeons and sex swords and sex swings down to the Roja. She can't bring you none of that shit over to your apartment so you can use some of that, okay? Tell her to add that shit to your benefits from the old lady gang. I got here written right down in my notes. Fire Brandon, okay? Because Brandon is a hot fucking... Brandon don't do nothing. He's lackadaisical. That's lazy. For y'all bitches in the back. He's lackadaisical. He don't do shit. The place is a hot goddamn fucking mess, okay? You got dishes in the sink. You got diapers on people's foreheads, okay? You got makeup and fucking tampons all in the goddamn sink, clogging up the goddamn sink. You got hair in people's food. Like, I'm exaggerating, but the place is a hot goddamn fucking mess. And see, here's my problem with Philip.
Let's talk about it.
Okay, because Philip loves to throw his power around, let people know that he's boss, who's in charge, okay, and I can fire and hire, and you gotta talk to me, and you gotta respect me, and it's like, Philip, you too busy over here having a pissing contest with motherfuckers, telling people that you ain't having conversations with them because they below your pay grade, that this fucking place is looking a goddamn mess. It's looking a goddamn mess. And that's one of the things that I wrote down in my notes for episode 1 when Todd was like, oh, it's okay if, if the generators go out for a couple of hours, that's going to be fine. Bitch, that's why y'all, listen, Candy
girl.
Like I said, you're not going to like me after these reviews because I'm going to keep it a buck, okay? I'm going to keep it a buck, baby. That's why y'all getting the letters that y'all getting, okay? I know your name start with a K and you might want to think you a Kardashian, but a K on your window is not the T, girl. It's not. You should have nothing less than A, okay? It's just like school. Nothing less than A+, period, okay? But that's why y'all failing health inspections and getting the fucking letters and shit that y'all getting now. Because y'all running around, got the kitchen looking like this, okay? You got failed fucking generators, okay? Power going out, and you married to a motherfucker that's like, oh, it's okay? It's okay. No, bitch, it's not okay. Bitch, it's food in the freezer. What happened when ice melts? It melts. Okay? Like, you got chicken and shit in the freezer. You got people food. Like, that's food poison. I'm just, But if y'all want to do all of this shit for a quick TV show, that's cute, but I won't be eating there. Okay? That's all I fucking know. So I'm just like, fire Brandon and fire Philip, because while all of this chaos is going on inside this fucking restaurant, where the fuck is Brandon? Where the fuck is Philip? Where the fuck is Brandon? Where the fuck is Philip? You got Brandon that's sitting on his ass, eating at the goddamn bar, which later on becomes a fucking issue for 2 other people that see him doing it. Let's start there. Okay, let's start there. Who did it first? Let's start there. But you got Philip, who's too busy having a fucking aneurysm over people smiling in the goddamn restaurant, and this place is looking like this. Candy, you better talk to him before I do. Todd, you better talk to your wife before I do. Because y'all just look like, I know you're a billionaire, Candy. What's your real name? Candace? Is Candy short for something? Is there a middle name? Okay? I know that you're a billionaire, Miss Burris, but like the way that I'm watching you just throw money out there. Just throw money out there. Because clearly you don't give a damn about what's going on in your restaurant. You don't, because it couldn't be me. But moving it along. So Dime Unique is late because she's fucking Brandon. And even if she's not fucking Brandon, she getting perks from fucking Brandon, or acting like she wants to fuck Brandon, or knowing that Brandon wants to fuck her. So he's just going to allow her to be late and do whatever. Because he's more worried about fucking her and getting inside her panties than he is getting in the goddamn kitchen and doing them goddamn dishes. But okay. Philip tells Brian to make drinks. And I'm like, actually, that wasn't Philip. That was Patrick. Actually, that wasn't Philip. That was Brandon that told Brian to make drinks. But no, we just gonna blame it on Philip because we don't like him. Okay? But Brandon tells Brian to make drinks. And I'm like...
Something about this doesn't sit right in my spirit.
That's the moment I knew that Brandon is retarded. That's the moment I knew right there. Because I'm like, baby, given Brian's past, why the fuck would you go tell this man to make drinks? Bitch, I would have made a drink and threw that shit in his fucking face. I'm, triggered. Triggered. I'm sorry. It almost went down my throat, but I just, I threw it on you. Okay? I got triggered and I didn't want it to go down my throat. Okay? Because my past. So I threw it on you. My bad. Because why the fuck would you tell him to go make you... I don't know if the drink was for Brandon or if the drink was for a customer. It don't matter. Brandon, get up off of your fat ass, your wide body ass, and go make the drinks yourself. So at some point, we have Philip that is talking to Chandrika. And he's giving her flowers. And that was another thing, too, because episode 1 was definitely... Because I can understand why everybody was mad at Chandrika, because it was like, okay, she did have a bit of an attitude, this, that, and the third, but it's like, the more and more that you get to know the cast, it's like, you can kind of understand where the attitude is coming from. Like,
I understand why you're mad. I'd be mad too.
Okay, true story. When I was in 5th grade, I had a teacher named Miss Watson, who I swore up and down, she was going to be the best teacher ever, right? I swear that she was going to be absolutely amazing. Like, she was cool as fuck the first 2 months that I knew her, okay? We had back to school night sometime in either late September or early October. And bitch, when I say we had back to school night where our parents came, that next day, the bitch left, okay? It was back to school night for the rest of us and back to wherever the fuck she came from for her, okay? Because when I say that bitch disappeared and we had substitute after substitute after substitute for the rest of that goddamn year, and mind you, this is at a point in time when I'm in 5th grade. We all like 11, 12 years old. And so, you know, kids, bad, okay? Especially in a black school, like bad, okay? And so we purposely would run substitutes up out of there, right? And then we had our favorites, and then we had substitutes we hated, right? And so we knew which ones we could get over on, we knew which ones we couldn't, and we knew which ones to be nice on, which ones to be mean to, right? And we knew which ones would last long and who wouldn't. Like, that's just, we knew. It's that same dynamic here with the old lady gang and the staff, right? Because they've already bonded together. They are my 5th grade class that has bonded together, that started off with one manager that couldn't handle it, and they've seen people go in and out, in and out, in and out. And so, I'm sorry, I'm like Chandrika. Shit was going good until it wasn't. And so now every person that comes in here, it's like, I don't give a fuck. You can talk all goddamn day. But until you're walking the talk that you're talking, I'm not really going to respect you because I need to see proof. Like, call me a little bit jaded. Call me a little bit, you know, and that's part of Philip's job. I'm sorry. Miss me with the fucking bullshit. I understand Philip is just there to do a job and he doesn't really have, you know, say or control, or it's not really his fault of what happened before him. Okay, that's cool. But guess what? You're choosing to be in a situation, right? Just like I don't believe that if you're in a fucking relationship, a woman should not be blaming a man for what the ex did to them. But at the same time, if a woman gets into a relationship with a man and a man is knowing that the woman still has trust issues, if that man chooses to still get into that relationship right then and there, rather than saying, hey, I'm going to let you deal with this on your own and I'm going to take a step back, then now that becomes your responsibility to help walk them through that trauma. I'm sorry, because they made it very upfront and clear what the problems were, or you could see that there were problems and you still willingly chose to get involved. So at the same exact time with Philip, as soon as he agreed to jump into this relationship with OLG, knowing what the fuck it was, but because he needed the money or maybe wanted camera time, the second that he chose to jump into this, knowing how jaded the staff might be, knowing all the previous problems that have happened, knowing how many managers have come in and out, you would think that a bitch would be more fucking therapeutic and less fucking, well, not therapeutic. You would think a bitch would be more empathic, right? And more in tune with the energy and what's going on in a place than to try to come in strong-arming the way that he is. Like, you cannot do that, right? That's like, again, going back to the woman and the guy, and it's like, a guy seeing that a girl is so broken and so damaged and may be healing, okay, may not be 100% healed, but maybe like 75% there, but, you know, the guy recognizes that there's maybe like another 25%, and instead of trying to help the woman get through the 25%, not that it's their job, but bitch, you're getting into something knowing that this person isn't all the way ready. So yes, it does become your job. Now that becomes your responsibility. So now you can't just say, bitch, get the fuck over it and da-da-da and start yelling and cursing a bitch out and trying to force. Like, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. And that's what Philip is doing. You got yourself involved in this shit. So as far as Chandrika, I understand her fucking attitude. I would have had an attitude too. So I wasn't really pissed at her. Now her attitude with the guests and shit, bitch, I get that too. Okay, because niggas is annoying.
Let's talk about it.
Bitches is fucking annoying. Okay, especially down in Atlanta. Black people, y'all are annoying. Y'all are annoying. Is this fried chicken or fried chicken? Like, y'all are annoying. Y'all know how y'all be doing. Y'all know how y'all be doing. Okay, so I'll probably, listen, I like Chandrika. I do. But Philip and Chandrika talk this episode, and she's doing better this episode. And Philip takes that time to show his narcissistic ass behavior and tendencies by basically trying to paint it as though Chandrika was just begging for his attention, begging for his approval. And oh my God, how do you feel about me? And how do you feel about what I'm doing? And it wasn't even all of that. It wasn't even all of that. Like, did y'all catch the way that he got into the confessional and literally tried to make it seem like she was begging for his fucking approval? And it was not all of that. She was literally just keeping it real, like, yeah, I'm here, I'm doing this, that, and that, like, just talking. But see, that just goes to say, like, that just goes to add, like, why I don't like Philip, okay? But Philip talks to Brandon. He pulls him outside. And keep it noted that he pulls him outside, right? He pulls him outside and has a conversation with him, and Brandon is just like, that's not my style. Granted, everybody has a different style. The problem is that Philip is too goddamn strict and Brandon is not strict enough. Meet in the middle. Meet in the goddamn middle. It's like good cop, bad cop. And because there's no balance on either side, it's coming off as lazy cop and tyrant cop. Okay, which ultimately becomes problematic cop. And it needs to be a balance of the two. So we get back in the bar. Well, no. We get to a different bar. We got my husband, okay, aka Melvin. My husband, that's my baby daddy.
That's a black king right there.
Okay, I'm gonna marry that man, okay? If my real husband don't come and get me first, who look exact.
And I said, ooh. Now, wait a minute. That's highly interesting if you want to say that.
We're not going to talk about it, but Melvin is my husband for now, okay? Melvin meets with the girls down to the bar. He got everybody down there. Dom insists that Brandon ain't her boo. Girl, don't nobody care. Okay, listen. Dom and Brandon is not the slow burn that they think it is. Okay, bitch, we already clocked that tea from the fucking promo pictures. Okay? Moving on. Chandrika brings her boo named June, January, April, May, February, September joggers. She brings her boo joggers, who apparently had a problem with Patrick in the past. They was about to throw hands and put paws on each other. And I wasn't even more so paying attention to that. I was more so paying attention to Bravo. All this footage from 3 years ago that y'all keep trying to throw in as bits and pieces. Why don't y'all just show us all that, okay? Bitch. Okay, don't be trying to drop little nuggets and pieces, and I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. But Torrin announces the party. Chandrika not going. Yeah, she don't want to go. She asks Brian about him and his struggles. Brian, starts telling her how shit had got really bad a couple of years ago, and yeah, okay. Her confessional look was real cute. They do a group meeting back at the bar. Okay, it's like the next day at work or whatever. They do a group meeting, and I'm just noticing this girl in the back who, like, she's doing the most. I'm like, baby, calm down. You're D-list. You're not a part of the Candy and the Gang staff. Okay, you just work for OLG. You don't work for Candy and the Gang. Calm it down, okay? Because she was doing a lot of period, per. Like, doing a little too much to be seen on camera. And I'm like, yeah, that must be one of the minimum wage workers. Yeah. Okay, listen. For those of y'all that don't know how this TV shit works, Candy and the Gang is going to very much be just like Black Ink, right? Where it's like you have a few people that have the personality out of the staff that have been chosen for the show. And after like the first season or two, they're no longer going to be working in the restaurant unless they're working there for certain days. Like they might show up for like a Tuesday or Thursday, like twice out of the month, just to film scenes for the show. But that's not who's actually going to be there when you're going down there. Maybe for right now, maybe starting off just to keep promoting the show. But just for safety reasons alone, they're not going to be just like, you wouldn't go to Black Ink and just find Caesar and Sky and Puma and all of the stars of the show just sitting there tattooing and chilling and chopping it up. No, for safety reasons, they have a TV staff and then you have the real staff. And that's how Candy and the Gang is going to become. You're going to have the TV staff and then you're going to have the real staff that works at OLG. So don't go down there thinking and expecting that they're going to be there forever. You might be good enough to catch them during season 1, but come season 2, oh yeah, they more than likely only going to be there on certain days, okay? Because clearly, if you couldn't tell by the fucking whole meeting and shit, there was a lot of other faces that we don't know and have not gotten introduced to it yet, okay? But we get to the restaurant. You got Brian and Richard sitting at the bar. This is what brings up the whole because Brian is like, listen, I see Brandon sitting at the bar. Why the fuck can't I sit at the bar? And I mean, I agree, but at the same time, let me put y'all up on game because again, I've worked every fucking job.
Let's talk about it.
I'm not saying I agree with how this shit goes because I do understand there's a lot of things that managers do that, you know, supporting staff should not. Period. And vice versa. Wait, because that didn't come out right. But you know, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Now, however, and let me see, do I have my water right here? Let me take a sip of water because I'm thirsty. Like, there's a lot of things that managers do that they shouldn't be doing that they get away with. Especially at fast food places like McDonald's. And I'm not going to stereotype, but all the McDonald's I work for had Mexicans as my, actually, let me not say that. Let me not be ignorant with my platform. But all of the places I was working for had Spanish people that I was working under. And, you know, every night they would take bags and bags and bags of food home, right? And stereotypically, growing up, you know, a lot of Spanish households had a lot of people in it, right? So, for me personally, even though I looked at that like, that's some bullshit, bitch. I can't take no food home, but you can. From a realistic type of standpoint, I kind of looked at it from a human level of, okay, they must have a really big family, and they're trying to feed a big family. Like, you know, it's unfair, but like, you know, so I'm just bringing it up as to give an example. And as far as like, because I think this may have even happened too. I feel like it has within my job experiences where somebody wasn't allowed to sit in a public, but, you know, I had to go to the break room, but the manager could, which is how I think I even know this information. But if you are a waitress on staff and you just go sit your happy ass down at a table next to the patrons, that's a problem. Because, listen, y'all know how y'all fucking get. Y'all know y'all girls love to tussle, especially black people. Y'all know y'all love to tussle. Okay, miss me with, oh, but Karen's in, bitch, this ain't a Karen platform. I'm black. Y'all know how y'all bitches love to fucking tussle, okay? Your shit come out 2.5 seconds late, you want to fight, okay? Your shit, you know, a little too cold, you want to fight, okay? A little lukewarm, you want to fight, okay? Like, so let's be real. And so, if somebody is waitressing tables or bussing tables, even if it's a table that you weren't waitressing, had they saw you on duty and then now you on your little lunch break, but you sitting next to them, that sends a bad look, right? Because y'all know how customers are, and then somebody might be like, that bitch is on break. That's why my shit taking forever. And so it's one of them type of things, right? And so most places just tell you, like, when you're taking time for you, just take the uniform off. Just take the uniform off. That eliminates so many issues because that sends a signal to people like, hey, I'm not working right now. I'm not on company time right now. So respect my time. Like, even if you're going on break, take your uniform off. Like, I had to do that at McDonald's. I feel like I had to do that at McDonald's. I don't know. I don't remember. Child. But I can understand the whole don't sit at the bar because the manager is not somebody that's directly dealing with the customers. So, you know, it's not as a problem as it would be for somebody who people can see is a waitress, and they just assume that because they're sitting down having food, that's the reason why their shit is taking forever. That can cause a lot more problems, right? Because that is somebody who's dealing directly with customers, right? But nonetheless, Brian sits at the bar because it's just like monkey see, monkey do, right? Patrick has a problem. Philip comes in, asks for the tea. Chandrika gives him the tea. And I'm just like, for what? Tell that nigga to mind his goddamn business, okay? But he gets the goddamn tea. And here's the thing with Philip. He says that everybody has preconceived notions, but so does he. So to say, I feel like not only is there something about Philip that's just like, I have to have the power because I never had the power. I don't know if he's worked at a white restaurant before or in black spaces before, but Philip very much gives me like all of his antics and shit that he's doing here. He got away with it because he was working in white spaces. Something about him is giving like Todrick Hall type vibes. And I feel like he got away with it in white spaces because they feared him. He was some big, scary black man in those spaces. But, you know, when you try to bring that same fear and those fear tactics over here to this ratchet-ass neighborhood, this urban demographic, motherfuckers don't give a fuck. We do not give a fuck about the goddamn job, bitch. Who are you? The fact that you a boss, the fact your title go out the goddamn window if respect isn't given. You know what I'm saying? That's why the hood came out of Chandrika. That's why, you know, the sassy, you know, came out of Torin. Because it's like, don't give a goddamn about your title. And I don't think that Philip is used to that. I feel like he's used to working in white spaces where he dominated this, that, and the third. And there might even be a bit of classism to it too as well. Because going back to how Philip brought Patrick outside. Notice that Philip brought Patrick outside and his tone was not the same tone that he was giving Brian. It was not the same tone. Which we're going to go ahead and jump to. Because at some point, Don Juan sits down with Philip, Patrick, and Brian. And Philip's whole attitude with Brian is not how it was with Patrick outside. It's like, you took Patrick outside, but yet you want to sit here and yell at Brian in front of the customers. It's because Philip has issues with power. And I don't know if it's I'm telling y'all, I feel like it's because he's not used to working in black spaces. You can even take it a step further and say that he feels not only are they beneath him in title, you know, classism, but it might even be a color thing too. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe it's just, you know, demographic wise or whatever. Like, I'm working in this ratchet demographic. I'm above y'all. I'm classy based and y'all are hood. And so I'm going to just talk to you like you're that. And y'all wild animals need to be reprimanded. Like, there's something about his energy that gives that. And y'all know I am not the girl that is going to sit here and call out shit like that. Like, I'm usually calling out the people who are quick to just go to that as a scapegoat and go to that as an automatic excuse. Okay? Trying to avoid accountability. I'm not that girl. But with Philip, something about him is very classist, very tyrannish. And I don't fuck with it. I don't fuck with that energy. I don't fuck with his vibe. I don't fuck. It's not good. It's not good. There's some trauma there that he needs to unpack. Even his boy Felipe was like, "You're mean. You're mean. You're mean." And yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't like the way that he talked to Patrick like Patrick was his peer, because Patrick is his peer. But the way that he talked to Brian was like, "I'm above you and I can control whether or not I fire you." And you know, wait, I actually wrote it down. Don Juan looked at Brian and was like, you know, it's about respect. And even Don Juan, like with what he was saying, he was very direct, but it wasn't like, bah. You know what I mean? It was just, Don Juan was like, it's about respect. And Philip was like, you doing a lot of this, and I don't like it. And it's like, Philip, what are you doing? What are you doing all of this for? Okay? Because Philip, if you want to do this about me doing this, okay, it could become this. It could become that. Okay, because put your hands down. Put your hands down. I feel threatened.
Let's talk about it.
I feel threatened. You a little too close, bitch. You a little too close. Put your hands down. Why is you raising your hands up at me in front of this crowded ass restaurant? I feel a little threatened. Talking about something, you doing a lot of this and I don't like it. What manager fucking talks like that? If that ain't the most sassy, I can't say it. But y'all know what the fuck I'm thinking. Like,
get the fag off the TV. I'm not watching that.
Philip, cut it out. Cut it out. Okay? Cut it out with some rainbow scissors. Stop. So Brian is like, so no free speech? Which, yes, was sarcastic. But at this point, I'm matching energy. And Philip is like, no.
Bitch.
Sorry. What? Jesus!
See, this is the point where Philip's mouth would have been on the jaw. Okay? I would have been like, Candy, fuck this shop. Fuck this shop. I've already been seen enough in these 2 episodes. Hopefully somebody hires me from that. Okay, but fuck this shop. Okay, because Philip's ass would have been on the floor. Okay, and then I would have brought that shit right the fuck back around to Don Juan, because, excuse me.
Let's talk about it.
You want to sit here and just...
Let's get into it then.
Now, I don't know if the whole point was to, you know, keep up a united front and, oh, we on the same team, and I don't know what it was, but Don Juan...
I'm just so disappointed in you.
You want to sit here and let him talk to her. Couldn't be me. Couldn't have been me. I would have fucked Philip up and Don Juan.
Shots fired.
Because how you dare? how you did, and I got a better relationship with you. Because mind you, the whole time that, because after Philip, okay, because Philip then suspended Brian. What? Jesus! So which Brian is like, for what? And Philip couldn't give an answer. And it's because he was doing too much of that. Brian was doing too much of that. And Philip ain't got this. Okay, so all he could do is fire that, right? He suspended him. So basically, Don Juan is talking to Brian outside. And Don Juan is saying what the fuck he should be saying to Philip's face in the confessional. And I'm like, Don Juan, you so pussy for that. I mean, we know Don Juan don't hold back. So I don't know what reason he did not immediately say something to I don't know. But I just know that after Brian left, you could tell that Don Juan was getting pissed off with Philip. You could fucking tell. It was so fucking obvious. Because then Philip went the fuck off on Don Juan. And then had the fucking nerve to get the fuck up and walk the fuck away into his car to film a fucking YouTube vlog. And it's like... Bitch. Philip, just drive. Okay? Philip got his happy ass, well, his mad ass up from that goddamn table, walked all the way to his goddamn car to film a YouTube video. Bitch, turn the camera off, stick your key into the ignition, and go. Go, baby, go. 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 He's gotten into too many different altercations. Don Juan has to remind him, like, baby, you got into it with 3 people. 3 people, including Candy, your fucking boss. Then you cursed me out. Okay? And then, aside from that, 3 different times you came to me with some shit that was non-negotiable. And that's not how this relationship works. Like, you can't come to me demanding shit when essentially I'm above you. Listen, Philip says it's not him and that it's the employees.
Are you sure? Is it everybody or is it you? Are you the one with the problem, dear?
And I'm like, yes and no. It's all of y'all bitches. It's all of y'all bitches. The employees are jaded and they definitely need to do better. Brandon needs to be fired. Brandon needs to be fired or demoted. Okay, Chandrika, she's walking around doing work for Philip. Not doing work for Philip, but she's doing Brian's job. And so figure out what Brian is supposed to be doing. Put Brian over there with Torrin. Have him in the event space. Make Chandrika a manager. Fire Philip. Fire Brandon. Dom Unique. You can't be late, mama. Because if you already missing work to go on tour with Megan and the City Girls and all that shit, you can't be you can't be late at work when you are here. Like that's problematic. Richard, what the hell are you? Okay, Melvin.
That's a black king right there.
Keep fucking it up in the kitchen, baby. Okay, promote Melvin. Actually, make him owner.
I would love to see it.
I would love to see it. I would love to see it. I would love to see him. Give him part of the company. Candy, you did say that's like your own fucking child, right? Give him part of the company.
Man, please, I would love that. I would love that.
I would like to see it. Give him his own restaurant. I would like to see it. I would like to see it. I feel like Melvin is doing the best goddamn job in this goddamn show.
Let's talk about it.
I would like to see it. I would love to see it. Okay? Philip goes to a whole fucking temper tantrum. Child, boo, whatever. Okay? We get to it. Bitch, we still got more. Listen, I don't really care about the rest of this goddamn episode. Okay, we did a whole lipo scene with Patrick and his girl who insists that she's an interior design, but she can't design for shit. Period. Okay, we do a whole pool day scene where Chandrilla comes over and she has the girls in the pool. And listen, my thing with Umbertha.
Can we talk about it?
Let's talk about it.
Okay, because Umbertha makes it known that she does not like Philip. And I'm like, Umbertha, I don't like you.
Yup.
I don't like you or Philip. Like, it's a wonder that Umbertha does not like Philip and they both have the same issue. They are both sour pussies. Sour pussies. However the fuck you want to call it. They're both sourpuss, right? Like, both Philip and both Umbertha have mean, resting bitch face. Both are mean girls. And both literally suck up all the air out of a fucking room. And y'all are going up for Umbertha on Twitter. And I'm like, why? Because y'all don't want Candy coming after y'all? Because that's her mama's sister. Okay, don't talk about my mama. Sister. Like, I don't understand. Because Umbertha is a bitch. And I'm just going to call it what it is. I'm sorry, Candy. You're not going to want to work with me. I don't care. Umbertha is a bitch. Bertha is one of them people who, oh my God, she's stuck in her ways and just let her be her. She's stuck in her ways and that's just Bertha. That's just so people get these hands.
If it's up, then it's up.
Then it's up, then it's stuck.
And I know I probably shouldn't be saying that like that about somebody's grandma. And listen, I'm estranged from my family, so y'all can say whatever you want about them. Maybe I don't have that same respect. I'm sorry. I don't have that same respect as y'all might have. Okay? I'm sorry. But it's the attitude. It's the ego. It's not even so much of an ego necessarily. It's the attitude. It's the attitude being on a public platform. It's like there's a difference between keeping it real and just coming off mean. Like not approachable. Coming off mean, not nice. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there before I say too much and Candy get me canceled. I'm going to just leave it there. But I just want her to be sweeter, warmer, nicer. And if she can't be that, nobody's saying she got to fake it. Just don't put her on camera. Because I'm not watching a TV show to have a bad time. I don't want to watch a TV show and then a scene come on with her in it and then my emotions go down because she's stuck in the air and the life out of the room. I'm not entertained like everybody else on Twitter. Everybody else on Twitter has not dealt with their trauma because they're still enabling their mothers and aunts and old Southern ladies and their families that act just like that and they don't know what to do about it other than let them be them. And I'm not that. I don't find humor or amusement in somebody getting up onto TV mean. For no reason. That's not cute to me. It's not cute to me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, call it me disrespecting somebody's grandma. I don't care. This is a TV show and you get placed on a TV show and we're doing reviews, reactions, recaps, okay? So, we're judging the character that you are on the TV show. You could be a wonderful human being in real life. You might just be a witch on camera because you don't like the lights and the cameras in your face, but this is what you signed up for. This is what you were thrown into. So that's what I'm judging. And I don't like what I said. Y'all can say amused by it. I don't find it funny. I don't find it cute. Moving on. There's a little ice cream shop scene with Torian and Brian. I think they were more than just lovers. I feel like they were in a relationship at one point, a very codependent relationship, and maybe they realized that, or maybe they didn't, or maybe they trying to get back together and then go and realize that it's going to be I don't fucking know. I don't know. But Brian's past is basically that he drank like a gallon a day. Okay. And when he said that's like 1.75 milliliters a day, I say, bitch, that's it. Child, that's a regular Wednesday through Sunday for me. Okay. Purr. And listen, I'm not about to do the trauma bonding shit with y'all. I'm not. Tune into my podcast for all of that. But I'm not the girl that's going to sit here and just keep bringing up trauma. Just know that he went through a lot of shit like everybody else did in 2021 and 2020. And check on Brian because his sister also committed suicide a couple of months ago. At the time of them filming this. So I just feel like we need to extend the hands of prayer out to Brian and just check on him and make sure he's good. Brian is the breakout star of this show along with Sean Drika and my husband.
I know that's right.
That's a black king right now.
Who deserves a promotion. Just make sure he's good. Hopefully he's in better spirits. I know that he did sit down with Candy and do a speak on it. But hopefully he's in better spirits. But yeah, like I said, we're not about to do all the sad trauma bonding shit, okay? We're not about to do all that. Let's start there, the podcast where we unpack trauma. But from now on, in episode reviews, we're not doing all that. Just know that they went through shit. It don't matter what they went through. They went through shit, okay? And hopefully they'll get to the point where they become better, okay? Yeah. That was the episode, y'all. I'm looking forward to episode 4. It's a really good show. And I do feel like it's going to be back for season 2. I do. I just hope that season 2, Melvin is on all of the fucking cast promos. Okay? Cast promotional pics. Okay? Because I did see that there was one he was not in. Okay? The main one that's going around. And I said, Candy, what's going on?
What's going on? Okay.
There would be no Candy in the gang if you didn't have my baby cooking for the gang.
Let's talk about it.
Okay? Or have my baby cooking the gang's recipes.
Let's talk about it.
Don't be doing Melvin like that. Okay? Because doing Melvin like that means you doing me like that. And I don't do threesomes. Sorry.
That fact.
Me and my nigga to the end. All right. So I love each and every one of y'all. Definitely comment below. Let me know your thoughts on this goddamn episode. I mean, as if I give a fuck. Okay. And make sure you stream my music and listen to my podcast as if you give a fuck. All right. I love each and every one of y'all. And HG boo. I do love Candy and the Gang though. I do. And I'm sorry, Candy. I'm sorry. Don't cancel me. Don't try to like not give me gigs and shit. Like, don't listen, Candy, don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me, and don't tell Candy not to be mad at me, but her aunt, she's just nasty.
You're a grown fucking woman, and that shit don't make no kind of sense.
She's just nasty. And that's triggering for a lot of us that have dealt with our trauma, that have grown up with people like that, especially grown up in narcissistic ass households where we've had family members like that have beat the fuck up on us and abused us and all of that. And we were told all our lives, that's just who they are, and respect your elders. No, fuck that bullshit. It's a different generation, and your aunt is on camera, on TV for the world to see. And not everybody is going to have the most pleasant of opinions. And not everybody is going to be the most pleasant in saying their opinion because of their age. She does not come off the nicest. And I don't find it amusing. I don't. Thank God Mama Joyce has gotten better. Aunt Nora, the fun one, she's very nice. Okay, so I don't know. But this is a great show. I'm looking forward to the next episode. Definitely let me know what y'all thought about this shit down in the comment box below. Bye.
She's so fine, she's a dime. Teddy's hoes, it's a bomb. She got shine, she got bomb, she got moolah on her